Hello, everybody. In my professional career and in life, I've experienced the four essential management functions. I think all of them are very important and efficient, are also successful in life. Not necessarily just business level, but I think even in our personal lives, they're very beneficial. I have been a general manager for the past 6 years. Recently, I am networking, trying to finish school. And during my 6 years, I had to set goals and plan ahead in order to be ready for each shift and have a plan for any scenario or backup there was needed by any means. We would use tactical planning by making sure the food line was prepped before the restaurant opened, making sure coolers were stocked up so staff wouldn't be scrambling around for needed items when obviously time mattered. Operational planning was another tactic we would use. As a management team, we would have to make sure our labor costs met requirement and we had the right personnel. Um, I think another function we definitely prioritized was organizing. We organized our staff by putting them in the best position to succeed. To do this, we needed to know everyone's strength and weakness and also get to know them at, I think, interpersonal level. I would say employees like to be viewed more than just an individual completing a task. By doing so, we're able to properly plan out the schedules. Planning made organizing easier because we knew what skills sets we had going into each shift. And leading is just as important, and I believe if done correctly, it has a great impact on the control process. There's a difference between being a boss and a leader, and I'm sure we all hear that a lot. um, a leader leads by example, by helping his employees when they can and carry positive energy, does the right thing in the right moment. I think we would myself and the rest of the managers of my team would lead by communicating with our staff and offer a hand when needed. I think setting that with them, it's it's pretty important. One of our managers was always on the floor with the waitresses and waiters, standing to the needs of customers and our wait staff, but even more important, making sure the energy in the building and work environment had a positive vibe. Um, Help an employee with a dilemma or just simply establishing a good connection with them definitely mattered. Controlling was broken down into a few areas, such as making sure food was portioned up to par, making sure inventory and costs into that would, I should say that, it made a big difference making sure that the food was portioned correctly, and definitely had to reflect on the finances and making sure inventory matched the cost and investments that have been made. That goes right back to making sure portions were right and as far as material or inventory. Also, making sure that the quality of the food was up to par. Our number one priority was our customer satisfaction. We I strongly believe in customers always right. We took pride in who we were, and the positive feedback we had received for years from our hundreds of customers, I think that is how we measured the outcome of our goal and establishing goals and constantly reaching them. Their positive feedback and them returning, it's what showed we are doing something right. We also had incorporated into the POS, we utilized a brief survey that prompted customers before completing the payment or cashing out. It remained anonymous and it was honest. I think that helped us as managers to overview all areas and make sure if any changes had to take place, we took action and corrected and worked on improvements. And also any kind of direct experience any of us the managers had, let it be we were around at the time something took place, and make sure we corrected and made it right. Over my experience, I think you have to be in control at all times. Lack of control in an organization can cause little to great amount of damage. Not being in control can hurt the overall business. Um, Reflect upon your employees. Let it be you might be enforcing a lot of stress and stress upon yourself, to be honest. We took action when needed, um, and that's, I think, what made me successful. But working as a team has to be the number one success. I think, in conclusion, all four essentials man- management functions are important and were used um, for our success. These are probably a great way, and I wish I had read chapter 16 6 years ago, but they're a great way to help push a business along, as well as to help individuals within the business. Um, each essential function reflects on another function, and everything is built up together, making the whole project fully operate. And I think during my 6 years of general manager, I covered each one of the six control areas mentioned in chapter 16. Um, it was a great experience, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Um, Planning to work as an office manager shortly. I know there won't be a lot of moving around, but I know that the control process information that I have learned in chapter 16 will be beneficial for me in any career I decide to pursue. Thank you. Bye.